Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Surviving Mars. It's been a couple of days. Actually, it's been close to a week since I did my pre-recording of those three episodes, the first three episodes of this series. It's been very hectic with Waking the Tiger and some other things coming out. So yeah, I'm gonna have to. It's gonna take a little bit to get used to this. Also, I've had to rejigger my whole machine. I just picked up an SSD and I had to move everything over. There's a lot of things that has been going on in the background, but we are back. And when we left off, we have two rockets incoming, the BFR-3 and the BFR-1. The 1 is coming with 25 polymers and 25 machine parts to help keep the colony going for a while, and then BFR-3 is the first passenger ship
reported.
That'll be bringing in 12 passengers, 12 colonists, to live in this dome. Currently, all we have in there is a farm, a machine parts factory, we have a couple of extractors, and a polymer factory. There's too much here for everyone to work at efficiently, but there's enough here that people will have enough jobs to pass around, and there's enough space for at least 2 rockets worth of people to live in the dome. So that's where we're kind of wanting to go right now. Now, when we do get the colonists, we'll have 10 sols where we will not be able to get new colonists into the colony, which will be a problem. But hopefully we'll be able to keep things going for a while. It shouldn't be that bad. So yeah, we're doing well. We've got a good water little expansion going right there. Got good power. Just kind of refamiliarizing myself with everything. Oh, we have fuel up. Oh, and we did. We went with the. I forget our rocket scientist. I forget who was our leader was, but they came with the ability to have autonomous drone hubs, which is good. Okay, BFR-1 is ready to land, so we're just gonna drop them right there. That'll bring all the stuff we need, and there we have BFR-3. BFR-3 will just land right there. Do a coordinated pinpoint landing. This is supposed to be SpaceX, right? So they are known for coordinated rocket landings. Or at least they should be now that they landed the Falcon Heavy's twin boosters at the same time.
Hope and determination. The first founders have set foot on the Red Planet.
For the next 10 sols, the next 10 sols will be full of difficulties and dangers, but also with great promises and opportunities. It is now to us to prove to prove that Mars can be a doorway to greater riches and the future of human civilization. Even the most epic adventures begin with a single step. Effect: the arrival of additional colonists temporarily suspended until colony proves able to sustain human life. Your founder colonists must survive for 10 sols before additional people can arrive. Hint: the colony will be evaluated positively before the period ends in the event the first human is born on Mars. If you feel you're up to the challenge, try constructing a medical building and raising the comfort of the founders as much as possible with service buildings. Okay. So we have 9 sols, 23 hours, which shouldn't be 23 hours since only 1 hour's passed. Should be 24 hours because a sol is 25 hours, close to it at least.
Milestone achieved.
Okay, first humans on Mars, so that's our milestone so far. We need a first Martian born, we need to produce food, research breakthrough, and all of these. I think if we hit all of these milestones, we'll call the series, but in even my personal games, I have yet to do so. So, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, we'll need to
New colonists
start a
have
research
arrived.
lab at some point, because that's a great way of getting early tech. We're also going to set up a power cable just to connect up this metal extractor. We got 2 people working at the machine parts factory. They'll make 0.9 parts a day. We've got a decent amount of people in the infirmary. We've got a couple of people working in the farm. And the apartments are full. We're also making a little bit of polymer. And a little bit of rare minerals, or metals. Hopefully, actually, a good thing is that we'll be able to start exporting those metals and get a little bit of extra currency currency, just a little extra money. We just need more money to help support the colony. Do we have forget? Do we have a metal? Yeah, we have one there. So why don't we just bring back that guy and we'll
Sector scanned.
storage, metals depot, put right there. We'll land you there. So nothing here. Yep. Nothing at this corner one. We'll finish off the corner, then we'll start on this other corner for our scans. That will hopefully show us something. We don't want to just be up here with only this water deposit, because only having that one water deposit is a problem. As we can already see, we are at a deficit of water because of I'm assuming our farm is the thing that's holding us back. Yeah, it looks like it. Because that's now requiring 2 water. We had 1 positive water flow, but now we have only 0. We have -1, so yeah, that makes sense.
Cable fault reported.
And they're producing 3.9 metals a day, so that's actually not bad. So if we look at this, our current resources are... Yeah, we're using up a bit. We should be able to, with our polymer, daily polymer output, we should be able to bring out enough that we get ahead of our maintenance. But the machine parts factory that's going to be the problem, because we're using up about 0.9 a day, but I think we're only producing 0.9, so we'll be at we're only producing 0.8, so it's not even that much. So that will be a problem. But we did just get a huge supply in, so hopefully it's not too bad. Alright. And we did also bring in food in one of those shipments, so we have 27 food. And we're using up... Well, we don't know yet. It hasn't been a full soul, I don't think, so it's not going to calculate it yet. Once that's done, we'll be able to figure out what our deficit is, and hopefully combat it. Because we could just get hydroponics farms, which have a quick turnaround time and require less workers, but you get less overall yield out of them. The other thing we should do is maybe think about a building for our colonists. Let's see. They need a grocer. I forgot about that. Grocer? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Either way, we need to put that one in there so they can get food. I forgot that. Hopefully they won't starve too much. Because they need something to distribute the food. They can't just come out and get it on the storage bay, or the storage depot. So the drones will come in and drop it on this building, and then they can shop there, which is nice. It also deals with their shopping requirement. See, right now, 3 colonists couldn't satisfy their interest shopping, no available service buildings. 3 couldn't relax, and 3 couldn't do their social. So that's a problem. But we do have buildings that don't require too much to get to that stuff done. So that's relaxation, exercise, and playing. So all these have the same thing they do. It's just to the size that they are. So I'm thinking maybe a lake? Like, put a little lake there? I think that's nice, right? Put a little lake there, and then we can also put down maybe an alley. I don't know, small alley maybe. Yeah, that's nice. That's plenty of buildings for their needs. You know, we're gonna pause metal extractor. That way people can work in other buildings and do more useful things. You see, now we have a worker at the grocer, and then that will store food and people can shop there, so that's good. You need that. That's a requirement. That or a restaurant, I think. But restaurants require more upfront costs. Let's see here. Like, a grocer is 10 concrete. It consumes 1 food, and its maintenance is 1 concrete. It's it's 3 workers as well. And that deals with shopping and food. But the diner is 5 metals, 10 concrete, consumes 2 energy plus food, and it has a maintenance of a concrete. Uses 6 workers, but it also it doesn't do shopping, but it does dining and social. But it also does food. So you're doing kind of trading off on that point. I like the grocer because the shopping trait can only be dealt with by a couple other buildings, like the art workshop, the electronics store. I think that's it, actually. Yeah, those 2 buildings currently are the only other ones, and those require advanced materials for maintenance.
Complete.
So I don't like using those this early on. And we got the Explorer AI, which is good. So 100 research per soul, because we have an Explorer, or an RC Explorer on the planet's surface. So that's good. Let's see here. I'm thinking autonomous sensors would be nice. Transport optimization would be good too. Why don't we go with this one? That way we can hopefully use less fuel overall. Okay, and BFR-2 is ready to take off. But we're going to hold it here. There's no reason to have it take off yet. We have 6 rockets total. No, we have 5 rockets total, so it's not a huge thing we need to worry about. What we do need to worry about is that our water stores are starting to get low. So I'm thinking making another extractor for water. So we'll just put it right there. Put the pipes in. So we can just, I don't know, that one in there. And then we'll put down the power cable. Also, just so we have some symmetry going on here, we'll just put that one down. Or, nope. Scrap that. Let's do this. I don't know why, but it just looks better like that to me. Oh, it looks like it... Yeah, it didn't happen anyways. Oh, well. Either way, we're going to be putting down a new water extractor, so we'll double up on our extraction, which also double up on the using of the current deposit here. Which is a problem, but if we manage it, it shouldn't be that bad. It's mostly going to be a problem if we don't find a secondary source out somewhere else. And we should be able to. It shouldn't be that bad. I did say we had a good amount of water when we chose this location, so we'll see. How goes the current crops? Because we're doing soybeans, which has a good yield to it, but it...
Sector scanned. Anomaly
we found an anomaly. It has a good yield to it, but it takes a long time to grow. But on top of that, and the reason you always want to have soybeans at least in one of your crops for your cycle of your farms is because it increases your soil quality by 10%. So that way you can just have it cycle every 3, you'll have a new 10% boost to your soil quality, which will increase your yields and make it more efficient. So that's good. So we just found some underground metals and some above ground metals and an anomaly in that sector. Not a huge deal, nothing groundbreaking, but we will go ahead and research that one. Shouldn't be... We don't know what it is, I don't think. Yeah. Hopefully we are able to find something good. What I mean by that is I would love to have something that would increase the efficiency of our extractors, or increase the efficiency of our large solar panels, or just power generation in general would be nice. But we'll see. We'll see. There's a lot of techs in this game. There's a lot of tech that can really affect the way the game plays. Ooh, pardon me. Let's double check what's going on inside of the dome. Looks like a good harvest. If it yields something, it'll be a pretty good harvest. And how's everybody doing in the dome? Okay, well, somebody doesn't have luxury, but you're on Mars. Why would you expect luxury from the Martian surface? Okay, and now that we've had a couple of days, how is our production here? So we're producing 3 polymer, using up 0.5 a day, I think, our last soul. So that's all right. We're producing enough machine parts to overcome our deficit. That's good as well. And metals, not really. We need more metal production, but we only have this extractor, and it has 3 shifts it's got to work, so that's going to be a problem. What I'm thinking is maybe we put another dome here when we can, and then we'll have the people from this dome work on the extractor, and that way this dome can focus on the polymers factory and the metals extractor, plus the machine parts factory.
There's more to the barren environs of the Red Planet than meets the eye. A veritable treasure trove of undiscovered knowledge and wonder. So long as you know where to look.
Okay. So what do we get here? We got micro-manufacturing and water reclamation. Ooh, open research screen. So that one gives us the ability to build an electronics factory. Cool. And this gives us the ability to have a spire, or yeah. I think so? Yeah, a new spire, which you can only build in medium domes or above. So, not useful for us right now, but it's a good thing to maybe think about in the future, because water does become an issue. So we're on Sol 20, we have 7 souls left, and then we'll be able to get new people into our domes. And again, about a 20 yield right now, and we only have 2 individuals working on this building, which kind of sucks, but hopefully we can get good harvests until we get some more botanists and farmers on the case. And we're producing water again, so we're actually producing surplus, and they're starting to refill our tanks, so that's good. Part of that's also because soybeans require a lot of water, a little bit more than wheat. And as you can see here, we have 3 to choose from. We have wheat, potatoes, and soybeans. Now, here's the thing. Potatoes decrease your soil quality. So it has a high yield, or a really good yield to it. It grows slowly, though, and it decreases your soil, which is a problem. So I don't usually use them, even though you get a lot of yield from it. 45, compared to like wheat, which grows about half as much, but you get a third of the amount. It's kind of, it's a trade-off, it really is. But we'll see. In my previous game, my personal game off-screen, I used this kind of cycle, and it worked out well. So we're going to hope it does that as well in this time. Hopefully it does well again. And okay, so we got another anomaly, so we'll bring the research RC or explorer or whatever over to the other side of the colony, then send it out over here. You've got your metals, and go to the next deposit. Starting to get a bit worried. I was hoping there'd be a water deposit somewhere over here, somewhat close by, so we didn't have to do a really large expansion. But if there's not, we can manage, hopefully.
Vehicle battery low.
Oh yeah, you're right. Why don't you go back here and recharge? Then you can go pick up the rest of that metal on the ground. Yeah, see, there is a chance whenever you have a really low performance building, especially in a farm. Well, actually, that's what I'm talking about, specifically a farm. If you have a low performance farm, they can have crop failure. And I don't want crop failure to happen a lot, because we need the first couple of harvests to go well. We need it to, because we're on 17 food right now, we're using 3 a day, so we need to, how long do soybeans take? Growth time 5 souls. So It needs to make enough to justify growing it. Hopefully it does. Hopefully we don't get really unlucky, because that has happened to me before, where we've gotten very unlucky with with just continued crop failures. Again, we'll see how it goes. And the transport's recharged, so you can go ahead and pick up the rest of that metal. And the explorer's recharged, so you can go to this anomaly. Okay, scans are going well. We'll do a scan over here and here. Just go up a line. Just keep going. And we'll find something eventually. I hope. Hopefully it's not down here in this canyon. If it's in the canyon, we're kind of in trouble. Because we have to make a tunnel, then create an expansion down here, and make it somewhat self-sustainable. Because we don't have long-range transports of materials, which is a problem. We'll see. We'll see. It's up in the air right now. Because I don't think we have shuttles. Yeah, shuttles would be in robotics. And what a shuttle is like a building where you get these flyers that'll transport materials and resources from one pad to another where it's needed automatically. But I'm used to having that because I played the rocket scientist leader, or founder, or whatever, commander. And you get that unlocked immediately. Kind of like how the autonomous drone hub is unlocked immediately for this start. So we'll see. Had to take a drink. Oh, come on. Soybeans. Less than a soul left. Yield's gone down so much. Which makes me really afraid for the wheat. It's going to turn up almost nothing. Hopefully it'll be enough.
Complete.
Low G turbines. So what that means is we can upgrade our wind turbines with some polymer, and it increases their output by 33%, which is nice. Very nice. So that's an extractor upgrade. Let's do autonomous... let's do low G drives. We'll do that. Okay. 5 souls left, a little bit more than 5 souls left, and we get ourselves some new colonists, or we can bring in new colonists, which we will be bringing in new colonists.
Complete. Anomaly analyzed.
Okay, it gained 1,500 research from that anomaly. Nice. That means we auto-completed our hydrosynthesis, low-G hydrosynthesis, which is good. And we got compact passenger model, so it's a little bit not as good. It's not as good as the cryosleep breakthrough, which gives us 20 more colonists per ship. And actually the cryosleep one is cheaper, so we would probably want to go for that. But I mean, I think it stacks, so I mean, we would get 30 extra colonists per ship, which is actually pretty amazing. What do we do? Let's pick up the transport optimization to make our transport RC, or RC transport, better. And we'll just keep the Explorer out there for right now, just in case there's an anomaly spotted in one of our scans. $16 food left. 16 food. Hopefully, yeah, we're less than wheat now on the soybean harvest. Because a normal wheat harvest at full efficiency would give us 14. This should give us 34, but it's just been going down and down. It's first harvest is going to be the hardest. The first harvest is going to be the hardest. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Okay, and if it does get really bad, we can always... I've done this a couple of times, especially with tech parts. We could break down rockets, because they will give us 10 tech parts plus some metal. But things aren't that desperate yet. But I've had them be that desperate before, so... Okay, we'll unload these metals for our guys there. So what should we do here? What is the next step? Not too much. We could start increasing our power output, because we are just relying on 2 solar farms. And if we did, we could put them down here. Like, run a expansion down here, and then make a solar farm, or a power grid. But I mean, so far we're doing fine with power. We do have one of our extractor buildings off, so I mean, that is something. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. Harvest is almost done. Probably be within the next 5 hours. Think I'm just gonna launch BFR2 back to Earth. Can't really do much here, so why don't we just do that? BFR1's halfway filled with fuel. BFR3 hasn't been filled at all, but that's because it's not in priority right now. Let's see, you got 30 metals still, so why don't the transport go back there and collect the rest of them? It's where most of our metal production is coming from, is just picking it up off the ground. And let's not forget, we also have one more drone hub that we can set down, because we came with 3. So if we do need an expansion, we can put one down without too much trouble. Where's this pipe leak at?
Milestone achieved.
Right there, and it's getting repaired. Good. Okay, we produced food on Sol 22. So that's good. We have 25 food now. And that's going to get pushed out to the storage areas. And now we are growing wheat. It's already down to 13.8. Wow. Yeah, the efficiency of that building performance is bad. It's gone up a little bit from 31 to 44 because of the soil quality going up to 60 because of the soybeans. But that's the only thing that's increasing it. We really need more colonists. The more colonists we have, the better off we're going to be, because the more people will be able to work on certain buildings, and the more specialized they can become. But with our first crop, that is the end of this episode, because looking at it, we are at 28 minutes. So thank you for joining me for this episode. If you'd like to, please leave a comment down below, so hit that like button. If you want to help support the channel, consider that subscribe button, as well as take a look at the description down below, where I have links to my Discord and my Patreon page. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.